dancers on Wednesday and some ukulele players on Wednesday. So that will be kind of fun. And let me see, there is going to be one day which is going to be chair dance lessons. Dance lessons in the wellness center, fitness center. And let's see what else we're doing. Hawaiian games, Hawaiian bingo, Hawaiian food, Hawaiian entertainment, and a Hawaiian craft. Something every day. So that will be a fun week, a very fun week. Okay. Oh yeah, and Hawaiian food, whatever that is. No pig. I don't know, Hawaiian food, pineapple? Just live on pineapple. Okay, everything okay? Anything new with anybody? Everything's good?
Just said everyone is leaving us.
There are leavers, that is correct. So just so you know, next week, there is going to be a going away party here for Beth first on the 20th with entertainment. It'll be right after, it'll be like around 1:30, 2 o'clock on a Wednesday, so that'll be in the dining room with fun snacks and everything. Your lunch that day will be a box lunch delivered. So I know you guys don't love it, but you'll still have snacks afterwards. But and then what else? What we're going to do for Georgie, we're just going to have to, because it's so new, I'll figure something out. But Georgie will be here till the 12th of September. So anyway, yes, there's lots going on. And you guys will be updated. When we know, you'll know. Okay. Here we go. Trivia. Let's start. What country's capital was formed when PESTH and BUDA merged?
Hungary.
Hungary is correct. So what are those other two words?
Buddha and Pesh.
Buddha and Pesh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Buddha's
good.
on one side of the river and Pesh is on the other, and it's together
Budapest.
is Budapest.
Oh my gosh. Look at what I just learned. So much. What Canadian comedy team made the most appearances on the Ed Sullivan Show? W and S. Okay, let's do the W. What is one of our drivers' first names?
Wayne and Schuster.
Wayne and Schuster is correct. Remember Wayne and Schuster? I didn't realize they were from Canada, but they are. Huh? So are you, we know. What Indian tribe defeated Custer at the Battle of Little Bighorn? What Indian tribe? No Iroquois. Your clue is it starts with an S.
Sioux.
Sioux is correct. Sioux is correct. Whose head did Salome demand? Or Salome, S-A-L-O-M-E. Whose head? I like Salome demand. J the B.
John the Baptist.
John the Baptist is correct. John the Baptist. What did Brian Allen cross in the Gossamer, G-O-S-A-M-E-R, albatross? I'm not even sure what that is. Okay, so this person, Brian Allen, crossed in this, it must be I don't even know if it's a film, Gossamer albatross. He crossed it. It is a body of water, not in the United States. A body of water. The EC,
English Channel.
English Channel is correct. Is it Salome or is it Salome? I mean, no, forget that, we already did that. Brian Allen, has anybody heard of him? What about the Gossamer Albatross? Okay. What was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's name?
Lou Alcindor.
Lou Alcindor is correct. Lou Alcindor. That was before he became a Muslim. Lou Alcindor. What city's old quarter is called the Platka? P-L-A-K-A. Platka. What city's old quarter is called the Platka? Okay, so the city's in Greece. The city starts with an A. Athens is correct. Athens. What is the secret? What is with this microphone? Am I going in and out like I hear myself going in and out?
Yeah, it is.
What was the secret identity of the shadow? The shadow. Oy vey. L-C. Okay, there's an actor that has the same last name, but I can't give you a clue because I can't remember what his first name is. Therefore, first name of this guy starts with an L. I just have to tell you, has anybody heard of Lamont Cranston? So he was that was the secret identity of the shadow. Yes. What U.S. vice president once declared, "If you've seen one slum, you've seen them all." If you've seen one slum, you've seen them all. Which vice president said that? He wasn't really all that well liked. His initials are S.A. And S.A.
Agnew?
That is correct. Spiro Agnew. How many of you, did anybody, are you guys warm? Is anybody warm in here? Besides two people? Okay, let me go just see what the temperature is. Huh? I just want to see what it is.
It's a company.
Well, it happens to
The
be-
first question.
It was on 77,
Oh,
so
God.
I'm putting it on 75. Is that okay?
Yes.
Got it.
No. It was cold earlier. Bingo time. It was cold earlier, so they
I'll talk to you
asked
later.
to increase the temperature. That's why it goes to 77.
Oh, yeah, somebody must have been, well, I heard bingo was pretty hot too. So. You don't want anybody to pass out from the heat. Okay, where am I? I was at Spiro Agnew. Who is the one-eyed giant of Greek mythology? The one-eyed giant of Greek mythology starts with a C.
Cyclops.
Cyclops is correct. Cyclops, correct. What holiday is on the first Sunday after the first full moon after March 20th? Don't run. What holiday is on the first Sunday after the first full moon? I didn't realize the full moon had anything to do with this particular holiday. Starts with an E.
Easter.
That is correct. I had no idea that Easter had anything to do with a full moon. Okay. What was Mark Johnson referring to when he said, and I quote, "I still can't believe it. We beat the Russians." Does anybody know who Mark Johnson is? Okay, so don't think of politics at all. Think about a sport.
It's hockey, isn't it?
Hockey's the sport, so Mark Johnson was saying I still can't believe it. We beat the Russians. What was he talking about?
US hockey team.
Okay, so it is a hockey team, but what was he so happy about because they beat them?
I think it was a world champion.
It was the Olympics
That is the 1980 Olympic hockey victory.
in Lake Placid, New York.
Oh, yeah? Oh. Anyway, we did it once. What city would you be in if you were feeding the pigeons in the Piazza San Marco?
Venice.
Venice is correct. Venice is correct. What group asked the musical question? Do you believe in magic?
Oh.
So I'll tell you, it was a song. Who sang it? The LS. Let's do the S. So when you sit down for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, there are utensils there. One of them is a fork. That is correct. The Love and Spoonful. Remember the Love and Spoonful, the singing group? But you remember the song, right? Yeah. Okay. Next time we have a music guy, I'm going to tell him to sing it. What British Prime Minister and U.S. President were seventh cousins once removed?
Winston Churchill.
He's one of them. And F.R. Franklin Roosevelt, Winston Churchill. Those two. What book originally weighed 3 pounds, ran 1,037 pages, and sold for $3? Made into a movie that everybody has seen more than once. G.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind is correct. Gone with the Wind. How many of you bought that for $3? The book? None of us. Who is called the father of the H-bomb? E.T.
Edward Teller.
Edward Teller is correct. But wasn't the movie Oppenheimer about the person that did invent the H-bomb? But maybe the father of the H-bomb and the inventor of the H-bomb maybe are two different people. I don't know either. I'm only reading them. What country won the first gold medal in the first modern-day Olympics?
France.
No France.
England.
No England.
United States.
The United States is correct. The United States. What city bills itself as the first city of the plain? P-L-A-I-N.
I think it's St. Louis, isn't it?
It's not St. Louis, but you're not far.
North Dakota.
Who?
North Dakota.
No, North Dakota. I'm looking for a city. Most of you have been there. Many of you are from there. Chicago is correct. Chicago, the first city of the plain. Okay, so there was a singing group. They were called the Beatles. There was an original member of the Beatles. His name was Pete Best. Who replaced Pete Best?
Ringo Starr.
That is correct, Ringo Starr. And what instrument was this?
Drums.
The drums is also correct. Huh? What museum did Marie Grosholtz open on London's Baker Street in 1834?
Madame Tussauds.
Madame Trousseau is correct.
What's the answer?
Madame Trousseau,
The Wax Museum.
the Wax Museum. What Agatha Christie play features Molly Ralston, Major Metcalf, and Detective Sergeant Trotter? Agatha Christie. The M.
Murder on the Orient Express.
Nope.
No. So, five. So what was the first letter?
The M. Now, many of you, or some of you,
Oh, the mousetrap.
the mousetrap is correct. I didn't realize that was an Agatha Christie. Did they make that into a movie? I need to find out. I love Agatha Christie. What creative genius said, and I quote, "Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits." Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits. Famous inventor, T.E.
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison is correct. Thomas Edison, correct. How many letters long must a word be to collect first move bonus points in Scrabble?
7.
How many?
7.
Less than 7. How many? Less than 7.
6.
Less than 6.
5.
Less than 5.
3.
Less than 3.
1.
2 is correct. 2 letters. Okay, here we go. Stepping it up a bit. Who went from child in the Donna Reed show to a woman in Coach?
Nanette Fairbury.
I know it's a Fabre.
Nanette.
Shelley. Shelley Fabre. That's, I think, the niece of Nanette.
Yes, you're right.
Did anybody watch the Donna Reed show? What about Coach? Okay, Eddie Shelley Fabre. What actor noted in 1955, and I quote, "I started at the bottom in this business and worked my way right into the sewer"? Who said that? A, C. A, C. Okay, I'm gonna do the C. Okay, something that all of you drove, the beginning of the C word, something all of you drove. Car is correct, so,
Andrew Carnegie?
no, Andrew Carnegie.
What did he say?
I'm looking for a comedian.
Oh, comedian.
A, C, A, car. Okay, what's this? Carney.
Carnegie.
Art Carney is correct. Art Carney. Yes, he said that. That's what he said. I started at the bottom in this business and worked my way right into the sewer. What pop artist predicted, and I quote, "In the future, everybody will be famous for 15 minutes"? Who said that? A, H.
Audrey Hepburn.
No Audrey Hepburn. Think a little bit about Campbell's soup.
Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol is correct. Andy Warhol. Hmm?
Why is that A-H with Andrew Warhol?
It just says in the future everybody will be famous for 15 minutes, and that was said by Andy Warhol.
I thought you said A-H.
Did I say AH?
Yeah.
I must have been thinking about the hall part. Anyway, my fault, but you got it. What pop artist predicted, and I quote, we just said that one.
Yes, we did.
I think I'm having a bad day. Who died on August 16th, 1977, after a game of racquetball? Really? Had no idea he played racquetball or any other ball. It's a singer. It's a famous singer. E.P. E.P.
Elvis Presley?
Elvis Presley is correct.
He died in the
My
bathroom.
Well, yeah, but I never knew he played racquetball, and he did. They found him in the restroom.
Yeah.
Oy vey.
Dangerous too.
I swear to God, I never heard that he died after playing racquetball.
I heard he died of a drug overdose.
Well, that's what most of us believe. What foot-high doll yanked off the market in 1978 returned in 1982 in a minuscule 3 3/4 inches? It's very tiny. Really?
It's not a female, it's a doll that was a male. I would think many of you had it, but when I bought it for my kids, it was this tall.
The G.I. Joe.
A G.I. Joe is correct. G.I. Joe. How many of you really bought G.I. Joes for your children or for someone? Just me? Can't be possible. Just me? Okay, baby boomers, here we go. Oh God. What sourpuss Indian was played by Bill LaCornick on the Howdy Doody Show? Chief T. I have to just tell you. Chief Thunderhud. Anybody heard of this guy?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, well.
Did you watch the Howdy Doody Show? And you remember a Chief Thunderhud?
Yeah. All those feathers.
Well, feathers, I would think he's a chief. Yeah, I never heard of it. But we're moving on now.
Thunderhead.
What movie's foreword asserted, and I quote, marijuana is ... an unspeakable scourge, the real public enemy #1. Who said that? What in the heck? I've never heard of this. Reefer Madness, has anybody heard of this?
That's a movie.
It's a movie?
I could be right.
Never heard of it. I don't even know what an unspeakable scourge is. Forget that question. What future president suggested that the solution to Vietnam was to pave it? Who said that? Pave it. You know, like pave it, like cement? Okay, R. Ronald Reagan is the president that suggested that.
My uncle was his father.
Your uncle was Ronald Reagan's barber and Frank Sinatra's barber? Oh my goodness. Did you take any pictures? What 4-time Pulitzer Prize winner was American Poet Laureate without portfolio when he died at the age of 88? This was in 1963.
Robert Frost.
Robert Frost is correct. Robert Frost. What singer was Bob Dylan addressing in singing It Ain't Me, Babe? Who is he talking about? J.B.
Judy Baez.
Joan Baez is correct. Correct. Moving on. Where's the Lincoln Park Zoo? Chicago is correct. Chicago. Who is or was the king of swing? Benny Goodman is correct. Benny Goodman. What African leader wished Richard Nixon a speedy recovery from Watergate? Who said that? I.A.
I'm in.
That is correct. E-D-I-D-I, Amin, correct.
What's the answer?
Idi Amin, a speedy recovery. Who wrote The Maltese Falcon?
Dashiell Hammond.
Dashiell Hammond is correct. How many yards make a mile? How many yards make a mile? No, less than that. I'm looking for yards. That would have been feet. The 5,000. So if you do the feet and divide it by 3, you'll have the yards.
It's 250? No. Up. It's not. 1,500
You're getting close.
something.
1,760. 1,760. That's how many yards make a mile. What color are the Lipizzaner stallions used at the Spanish Riding School of Vienna?
What color?
What color are these stallions?
Black.
No black,
Gray.
no gray.
White.
White is correct. A Lipizzaner stallion. How many of you have ridden one of those?
No, but I've seen them.
You've seen them? They're probably quite beautiful.
They're beautiful. They put on a show, yeah, in the Royal Stables in
Re-
Vienna. Beautiful.
I've never been
And
there.
they're raised in Spain.
Oh, Spain? Really?
They're raised in Spain.
Oh, gosh. What tropic passes through Australia? The Tropic of C.
Cancer.
Capricorn is correct. Whose life began as Robert Zimmerman?
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan is correct. Who was Spandau Prison's last inmate? Spandau, S-P-A-N-D-A-U, prison. Their last inmate. R-H. German. Okay. Okay, here's a song with the first name that starts with an R. Da 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 da. First name is Rudolph.
Rudolph Hess.
Rudolph Hess is correct. Rudolph Hess, correct. What island is the setting for Peter Benchley's novel Jaws? What island? A island. Starts with an A. Okay, so first it starts with an A. So A. So sometimes, if you're a boxer, you wear this on your hand. Okay, that's not it. Okay. So sometimes when that's a glove. So another word for a glove, a mitt. A mitt, and then instead of coffee you drink tea. A mitt tea. So Amity. Amity Island.
Oh, right down there in Long Island.
I don't know where it is. I think it's more in one of the New England states, I think.
Amityville is in Long Island.
Or maybe there's not even maybe it's make-believe. Anyway, that's where Jaws. How many of you saw Jaws? We all saw Jaws. You didn't see Jaws? Oh. Who published The Ego and the Id in 1923?
Freud.
Who?
Freud.
Sigmund Freud is correct. Correct. What loaded gaming devices were found in the ruins of Pompeii? Dice is correct. Dice. Correct. What city is at the eastern end of the St. Lawrence Seaway? What city? Starts with an M.
Montreal.
Montreal is correct. Montreal. And remember Dobie Gillis?
Yeah.
Who was his sidekick? Dobie Gillis had a sidekick. M.G.K. That is correct. Maynard G. Krebs. Maynard G. Krebs. What country did Fidel Castro organize his 26th of July movement in?
Cuba.
Not Cuba. Starts with an M. Give me another country with an M. Mexico is correct. Mexico. Who claimed his photograph in Cosmopolitan magazine cost him the Academy Award? I can only think of one person, and that's the person. Remember, who was the centerfold of Playboy magazine? The centerfold. You had to open up the two pages together. B.R. Okay, let's do the R. There was also an actress. Her last name started with an R, and her first name is Debbie. So this person's name, Burt Reynolds. Everybody had to have seen it, even if you didn't buy. How many of you saw that centerfold? You guys, it's okay to tell us the truth now. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't remember what Academy Award he would have been up for anyway, but that's what he says. What two numbers on the telephone dial do not have letters? Two numbers.
Okay.
Not, well, O is correct, but there is no A, because that's a,
One,
That's one.
one is correct, correct. Two numbers, telephone, no letters. 1 and O, 0. What two games have a rubber and a grand slam?
bridge,
And the other one? Grand slam. Grand slam.
It's a baseball.
It is baseball. Baseball and bridge. Two correct ones. Okay, 3 o'clock, joke time. And look at how many jokes we have today. We have last week's joke that didn't print out. And this week we have 2 jokes. So a total of 3.
Lefty came to you?
It did come to me.
Really?
Uh-huh. See that? It came. So whenever you got your computer back up, it must have printed everything that
Yeah.
that didn't get sent. So we'll start with last week's. Here we go. Thank you, Betsy. I was sitting in the waiting room for my first appointment with a new dentist. I noticed his DDS diploma on the wall, which bore his full name. Suddenly I remembered a tall, handsome, dark-haired boy with the same name had been in my high school class some 30-odd years ago. Could he be the same guy that I had a secret crush on way back then? Upon seeing him, however, I quickly discarded any such thought. This balding, gray-haired man was too old to have been my classmate. After he examined my teeth, I asked him if he attended Northmont High School. Yes, I did. I'm a thunderbolt, he said, gleaming with pride. When did you graduate? I asked. He answered, in 1975. Why do you ask? You were in my class, I exclaimed. Oh my God. He looked at me closely, then the ugly, old, bald, wrinkle-faced, fat, gray-haired, decrepit fool asked, what did you teach? Now that is hysterical. That's very funny. Do you guys all understand that?
that's funny.
She kept calling this dentist old, gray, old, wrinkled. And she thought she went to school with him, that would have been her same age, but when she saw him so old, she figured way too old, didn't graduate with her. He remembered her, and he thought she was the teacher. It really is funny. It really is funny, I swear.
It is funny.
Okay, today's jokes. A young banker decided to get his first tailor-made suit. So he went to the finest tailor in town and got measured for a suit. A week later, he went in for his first fitting. He put on the suit and he looked fabulous. He felt that in this suit he can do business. As he was preening, P-R-E-E-N-I-N-G, preening himself in front of the mirror, he reached down to put his hands in the pockets, and to his surprise, he noticed there were no pockets. He mentioned this to the tailor, who asked him, didn't you tell me you were a banker? The young man answered, yes, I did. Weird, the tailor said. Who ever heard of a banker with his hands in his own pockets? Funny. A man with a nagging secret couldn't keep it any longer. In the confessional, he admitted that for years he had been stealing building supplies from the lumber yard where he worked. What did you take? His priest asked. Enough to build my own house, enough for my son's house also, and houses for our 2 daughters and our cottage at the lake. This is very serious, the priest said. I shall have to think of a far-reaching penance. Have you ever done a retreat? The man replied, no, Father, I haven't. But if you get the plans, I can get the lumber. That was very cute, too. Very, very cute. I swear to God, how am I going to remember this joke?
Oh, that's a good one.
I know.
I had an
And it's too bad, I just went to my reunion a few weeks ago. I could have taken this with me and saw how many of them actually was old, well, many of them, most of them were old, gray, bald, and wrinkled. That could have pertained to anybody. Okay, here we go. Back to anybody have a joke you want to share? Thank you, Betsy, very, very much. Back to trivia. And then, don't forget, 3:30, happy hour. Happy hour at 3:30, 3:45. And by the way, the Tuesday of this week, that was the last Tuesday happy hour. So from going forward, our happy hours will just be on the Thursdays. What country shares a 1,030-mile border with Sweden? Norway is correct. Norway, correct. Who created Weird Harold and Fat Albert?
Bill Cosby.
That is correct. Bill Cosby. Who announced John F. Kennedy's assassination on CBS? I think that is correct, Walter Cronkite. Who wrote Tobacco Road and God's Little Acre? E.C.
Erskine Caldwell.
Erskine Caldwell is correct. What crackers were named for a U.S. doctor who promoted them to combat alcoholism? Graham crackers is correct. Graham crackers. Huh, who knew? How many nail holes are there in a standard horseshoe? You know, the horseshoe's like this, and then how many nail holes are there? 8 is correct. 8 nail holes. I would have thought more, but 8 is the right answer. What city has the world's largest black population?
Detroit.
Pardon?
Detroit.
Nope. Go east.
New York.
New York is correct. New York. What is the name of Puff the Magic Dragon's human friend?
Jackie Paper.
That is correct. Jackie Paper is correct. What was the infamous feat of Germany's U-20 submarine? The infamous fate.
Infamous fate.
The infamous feat. Feet, excuse me. Feet.
Sank the
At feet, E-A-T, not feet this.
Did it sink the Lusitania?
It did. It sank the Lusitania. Yep. Whose autobiography is titled, Where's the Rest of Me? R. Ronald Reagan. Correct. What is the largest mammal ever to have lived? The blue whale is correct. The blue whale. What is the Scrabble crossword game point value of the word jar on a double word score without blanks? Less than 24. 20 is correct. The answer, 20. What is London's largest cathedral designed by Christopher Wren?
St. Paul's.
That is correct. St. Paul's. Correct. What 1965 film had Jack Lemmon portraying a cartoonist? H to M, your W. Okay, so let's do the M. So someone's coming in your house. They broke into the house. They saw you. They decided they didn't like you. So they
How to murder your wife.
clap. Yes, How to Murder Your Wife. Correct. Anybody see that movie? Read that book? Oh, see the movie. It would have been a movie. How to Murder Your Wife. Okay, what cathedral were Prince Charles and Lady Diana married in?
Westminster.
That big cathedral, the longest one, designed by Christopher Wren.
St. Paul's.
St. Paul. St. Paul's, yeah. What good little witch is Casper's girlfriend? Starts with a W. She flew with Peter Pan too.
Wendy.
Wendy is correct. Wendy. What astronomer architect designed the present St. Paul's Cathedral in London?
Oh, same guy.
Christopher Wren is correct. Christopher Wren. How many layers of tobacco are there in a handmade cigar?
A lot.
A lot. How many layers?
4?
Less than 4. 3 is correct. 3. How many of you have smoked cigars?
Oh, I did not.
Yep. What ocean surrounds the Sargasso? Sargassoc. The Sargasso Sea.
What's the question?
Which ocean surrounds the Sargasso?
It's the Atlantic.
It is the Atlantic. Has anybody heard of this sea?
Yeah.
Where is this sea? Well, I know the Atlantic, but isn't it somewhere else? Isn't there like a little island or something around it?
It's off of Portugal, I think,
So it's Portugal?
or down Africa.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one.
I believe you. Who sang the theme song, Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte?
Bette Davis,
Who?
Bette Davis,
No, P.
Peter Piper.
No Peter Piper. A female. You're reading a book. You finish this.
Patty Page.
Patty Page is
Oh, Patty
correct.
Page.
Patty Page. I didn't even know that. Remember that. Who snapped the picture of Tenzing Norgay atop Mount Everest? E.H. That's who snapped the picture.
Edward Hillary.
Edmund Hillary is correct. What did Jack exchange with the butcher for a handful of beans?
The cow? No.
Oy vey. Yes, his mother's cow. His mother's cow for a handful of beans.
Jack.
That's correct. Jack and the Beanstalk. What is a wallaby? A wallaby. It is an animal, but what kind? A kangaroo, correct. What sport features sculls, strokes, and slides?
Rowing?
That is correct. Rowing. Rowing it is. Okay, we're stepping it up a bit. Here we go. How many Oscar nominations did Marilyn Monroe receive? None is correct. None. Who dubbed in Barney Rubble's voice while lying flat on his back after an auto crash? Who dubbed it? M.B. No, Marlon Brando. Think of somebody that really wasn't an actor, but he was a great voice person.
Mel Blanc?
Mel Blanc is correct. Mel Blanc is correct. What excuse for not meeting Soviet leaders was they kept dying on me? Who did that excuse for not meeting the Soviet leaders? Because they kept dying on him. R.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan, correct. What continent has the most countries without adequate drinking water? Africa is correct. Africa. What 3 things has a basketball player done 10 or more times if he records a triple-double? A triple-double. Points, what?
3 shots.
You mean rebounds? Points,
Assists.
rebound, and assist. Assist, points, rebounds, correct. What Pacific atoll, A-T-O-L-L, gave its name to a style of a swimsuit?
Bikini. Bikini.
The bikini is correct. Baby boomers, here we go. What spaceship was powdered oy vey, by lithium crystals? TV ship was on TV. What spaceship was powdered by dilithium crystals? The S, the starship, what's the starship's name? It starts with an E.
Enterprise.
The Starship Enterprise is correct. What Broadway musical introduced the hit Send in the Clowns? A-L-N-M. A little, not day, but a little night music is correct. A little night music. How many of you saw that? Okay. What city did Jesse Curry find himself in the spotlight as the police chief of? The police chief of. What city? Okay, big city, big state. Starts with a D. No, Detroit, go south. Dallas is correct. Dallas. I don't even know who Jesse Curry is. Who hit the 1966 bestseller list with The Adventurers? H.R. Harold Robbins is correct. Harold Robbins. What wrestler had a barber shave his head after he was defeated by Whipper Billy Watson in Toronto on March 1959? G. Gorgeous George is correct. And our last trivia before we get to tradition. What singer resurrected Neil Sedaka after singing him to his label assigning him to his label in 1974? What singer resurrected Neil Sedaka after signing him to his label in 1974? E.J. Elton John is correct. Elton John is correct. Okay, great job, you guys, really. Ronald Reagan, I think, was in there 5 times. I know. Here we go, some tradition. Huh? And Christopher Wren. And his were all on one card. Okay, here we go, tradition. In which occupation does the Jewish surname Goldschmidt have its derivative? Goldschmidt.
Jeweler.
That's what we call him today. Used to call him Goldsmith. So that's where it came from, Goldsmith. Which prayer is identified as the mourner's prayer? Kaddish is correct. Most of the U.S. cities and towns named for Jews are distinguished by one characteristic. What is it? Nope. I can. Most of the U.S. cities and towns named for Jews are distinguished by one characteristic. What is it? The characteristic is that they currently had no Jews living there. I'm just reading them. How many seats in the first Israeli legislature were held by Arabs? How many seats?
0.
More than 2. 3 is correct. 3 seats. By what other name was By what other name was King Xerxes known by many scholars? I can't even say the name he was named for. I'll have to, King Ahasuerus. Ahasuerus. How do you say that name? Anybody heard of that? I know you.
That, well, it's he's the king of the Esther stuff.
Okay, two brothers in Boston, Edward and Lincoln, built a merchandising empire with the idea of a bargain basement. What was their last name? That is correct. Philine. That is correct. Philine,
Filene's
Philine.
basement?
Ah.
Was great.
Do the Jewish surnames Portnoy and Schneider have their derivative in the occupation of a tailor or a weaver?
Taylor.
A tailor is correct, a tailor. Talit are usually made of one of which materials?
Cotton.
Cotton is one,
Wool,
wool is another, and fancy stuff.
silk,
Silk is the third. Wool, cotton, or silk. The U.S. and Israel, among others, boycotted the 1980 Olympics in Moscow as a protest against the USSR invasion
of
of
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is correct. Afghanistan. Is Israel's government closer in type to the American or the British government?
British.
British is correct. Palestine was part of what empire from the time it split off from the Roman Empire
Ottoman.
until 637 CE? No, this one starts with a
But
B.
before that, Byzantine.
That is correct. Byzantine is correct. What company specializing in a certain sweetener was founded by the Kempner family of Galveston, Texas?
Sweet and low.
No Sweet and Low. It's not even really the product that we even see. It's actually the name of the company. I is the name of the company, Sugar Company. So, this thing starts with an I. I would have a few clues if you guys were familiar with the Long Beach area because there's a street named after it. So now I have a problem. Ugh. I have to just tell you and then you give me a clue. Imperial, what clue would you give for Imperial? It's the Imperial Sugar Company. Has anybody heard of it? I know I can't think of a clue for Imperial, except Imperial Highway that goes east and west. Imperial who?
Russia.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have known that. Remember, history was my worst subject in school. Okay, moving on. Complete the proverb, and I quote, "If you have luck, you do not have to be blank."
Smart.
That is correct. Smart. Smart is correct. From which direction are candles added to the menorah each night of Hanukkah?
Right to left.
Right to left is correct. You know that is a question that you can get half the people to say right to left and half the people to say left to right. And sometimes it depends on whether you're facing it or whether you're on the other side of it. It's very confusing. Just light your candles. Enjoy. There are an estimated 750,000 Jews in America living at what economic level? At or below poverty. At or below. Which American soldiers who fought in Israel's War of Independence was awarded the Israel Medal of Independence after his death?
Marcus.
That is correct. David Mickey Marcus, correct. Who was the firstborn son of Adam and Eve?
Cain.
Cain is correct. Strongman Joseph Greenstein, or Stein, was credited in the Guinness Book of Records with having the world's strongest what? Bite is correct. The strongest bite. How would they know this? I don't understand most of these questions. A starker is someone with what attribute? Starker. That is correct. Strength. Or bravery. Are vegetables permitted to be eaten with dairy products, meat products, or both?
Oh,
Both is correct. The final text of the Balfour Declaration was modified because of pressure from what anti-Zionist British Jew?
What's that?
E.M. Let's do man's first name. Starts with an E.
Edward?
Edward's good. Last name starts with an M. Okay, keep going.
Montefiore.
Nope, not to Hootie Noti. Probably. Montague, M-O-N-T, where'd it go? T-A-G-U. How do you say that? That's the guy. Montague, that's the guy. What country besides Israel borders on the Dead Sea?
Jordan.
Jordan is correct. Is it recorded that Jacob was born, it is recorded that Jacob was born grasping what?
Esau's heel.
That is correct, Esau's heel. And our last, well, maybe we could do one more, whatever. And maybe our last question, what was the first Hollywood film company founded by a Jew?
MGM?
Nope. What was the first Hollywood film company founded by a Jewish person? No MGM. Nope.
How about Paramount?
Paramount is correct. Aren't they Paramount the one that's trying to buy a movie company right now? Or else they're trying to buy Paramount, Warner Brothers. But the correct answer is Paramount. Complete the proverb, and I quote, blank aren't used to Jewish troubles. Starts with a G. Gentiles. Gentiles aren't used to Jewish troubles. Name the traditional meal-in-one stew dish that is cooked very slowly. Cholent is correct. Cholent is correct. The Jewish community of Dunedin, located at the lower portion of South Island, New Zealand, carries what distinction? So New Zealand is really kind of far down. So the distinction is being the southernmost Jewish community in the world. Anybody from there? Okay. Mount Hermon, Hermon, borders which two countries besides Israel?
Lebanon
That's one of them.
and Syria.
That's the other one. Lebanon and Syria is correct. In biblical times, what was believed to be the cause of a special type of leprosy? In evil times. In biblical times, what was believed to be the cause of a special type of leprosy? Gossip is correct. Spreading evil gossip. Which composer-singer turned actor for the 1981 remake of the movie The Jazz Singer?
Al Jolson.
That was the original, the remake. Who was in the remake? I show that one. Neil Diamond is correct. Neil Diamond. I can't read it, but I can say it. Is an ungeblosen someone who is wealthy, conceited, or sloppy? An ungeblosen. No sloppy. No wealthy. You only got one left. Conceited. Conceited. Yeah, I don't get that either, but that's okay. With which holiday is the Avodah service associated? Avodah, holiday, associated. The big one. Yom Kippur is correct. Which U.S. state has the smallest Jewish population? Starts with a W. Wyoming is correct. Wyoming is correct. How many of you are from Wyoming? Okay, good. Which two adjacent ports in Israel were closed when the port of Ashdod was opened?
Say that again.